Thomas DeRosa says werewolf can't go punch to punch with demons. And well, that's why he was. I mean, I'm not saying he necessarily couldn't under any circumstance, but there's a reason he was in the fright weights division. You know, because last time we did this,
some
we
limitations.
mixed heavyweights and lightweights together, and it just led to too many lopsided fucking battles. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
So this time it was a little bit stiffer competition, and you know. It depends on the werewolf you're using, though, because I mean, there's definitely werewolves that are tougher than others, but most of the really tough, badass werewolves are from pretty shitty movies.
Yeah,
like the two best werewolf movies, and I gotta tell you, like, competition ain't stiff. Like, there's really not that many great werewolf movies, in my opinion.
There's a lot of bad ones.
Yeah, a shit ton of bad ones. My favorite werewolf movie is probably Ginger Snaps. And I'm not even super crazy about it. I just think it's pretty good. Like, I like that movie, but I don't think it's like a great masterpiece or nothing.
I think people sleep on Ginger Snaps a lot. It's been my favorite werewolf movie since I first saw it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of The Howling. I don't hate it or nothing. American Werewolf in London is kind of slow for me.
You know what has a pretty mean looking fucking big ass werewolf in it? That movie Waxwork. You remember that movie?
No.
Never seen Waxwork?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Dude, you got to see Waxwork, bro. It's an 80s fucking staple.
Oh, shit. Well, I got to see that then.
It's got a werewolf in it.
Hell yeah. That sounds cool. I'll check it out. I never even really heard of it, I don't think. I mean, I think I've seen the box for it when I was a kid.
It's got the little fucking midget guy welcoming you into the Waxwork house.
Let me look at the VHS cover real quick. Yeah, I definitely saw this at the video store. I just never rented it. Dude, this was a movie that I'm gonna tell you what, this is a movie that I always I saw it in the video store, and the fucking box was like too fucking scary for me, and I didn't want to get it.
Yeah, dude. Let's see.
It's 1988. Yeah. It looks pretty fucking cool.
Dude, I'm surprised you haven't seen it. It's an 80s classic for sure.
Like, I don't know. It's like a movie I just haven't heard anyone mention in a long fucking time. And I guess I've kind of slept on it, but it looks like my kind of shit. So I'm definitely going to check it out.
It's good, dude. Not going to lie. It's good.
It looks like the kind of shit Joe Bob would show, and that's usually my favorite kind of fucking horror. So, like that kind of like over the top creature feature kind of shit, always fun. Dude, Warlock is worth seeing. In fact, I actually pulled the Warlock trailer in honor of this shit. I hope it's not gonna.
Dude, look at this. Look at this first.
Yeah, show me this first. Where it was like, that ain't shit, bitch. Just crushes his fucking head. That's fucking beautiful. All right. I don't think this will trigger any copyright, but Scotty, if you could keep an eye, let me know.
Sure, TJ. Sign up quality, New World Pictures.
This is one of the better fucking movies they ever made.
Fear and suspicion.
You choose to admit your crimes before man and God.
His coming was foretold. Now, he is here.
You know the signs. You are bewitched.
He has the face of an angel.
Channel me a spirit.
The charm of the devil.
Hear me when I say he's evil. Evil absolute.
And the powers of a god. Satan also has one son.
For you the first to have laid eyes upon the new Messiah.
Now, an enemy from his past. Who appointed you executioner? And a girl from the prison.
You know what he's capable of.
Next time he's gonna kill me.
I'll not let him harm you.
Are the only hope for the future. This is the terrifying adventure that could set the world on fire. Warlock.
Dude, it hasn't even been that long since I last watched Warlock, but I'm gonna go fucking watch Warlock again too.
Dude, it's good.
I know, I love that
It's
movie.
got a fuck ton of like atmosphere in it. Julian Sands is great. It's a
Dude,
good,
he's
it's a
fucking
good ass movie.
Pitch perfect. I remember the sequel being pretty good too, but I haven't watched that one in a while, so maybe I'm wrong.
And
on
we
that.
didn't even bring up. I mean, like he's got a pretty solid energy attack he does over and over again.
Oh
Oh,
yeah. I mean, there's a reason why he won this. His magic is fucking powerful.
Yeah, he might have
For
even
sure.
been put in the wrong division, but you know.
Hey,
Yeah. I
There's-
mean, that's
there's
how you
definitely
find
some,
out.
like, there's sometimes when people are like edge cases, and you got to figure out the egg has to crack one way or the other, you know.
I mean, Warlock could eventually become the tournament champion. We don't know yet.
Yeah, that's true. He does have Chad energy though.
Dude, he just put his hand in the other guy's mouth. Dude, he rips that dude's tongue out. He's
Yeah, that
fucking
movie,
crazy.
dude. Warlock kicks that. Anybody in this chat who has not seen Warlock, go see fucking Warlock. for
I
sure.
see some salt here. Can't believe this dork beat a werewolf. Yeah.
Dude, fucking salt explosion. You need to go desalinate your fucking brain, bro. It's too much salt.
Yeah, dude. Facts don't care about your feelings, man.
He doesn't have telekinesis. Okay, he's not using his mind to move shit. He's using magic.
Yeah, he's got magic.
Power of magic.
But yeah, I mean, it amounts to the same thing though.
Yeah, you got to check out Waxwork, TJ.
I'm going to.
Surprising hole in your 80s classics there.
Yeah,
That
and,
might-
I mean, it's
that
a
actually
serious,
might be
it's-
one
it
he'd
does seem like a
watch.
serious gap. Are there
I
any other
recommend-
80s classics that I might be missing?
Oh, there's a ton, I'm sure.
Like horror though.
Oh, horror?
'Cause I've seen a bunch of 80s horror, and I somehow fucking slept on Waxwork. So
Yeah, I don't know, man. You've seen all the phantasms and shit.
yeah,
I'm assuming.
I'm looking at best horror movies of the 80s here. I don't know if this is going to necessarily list everything we want to. God damn it. What the fuck?
Well, we should cover quite a few.
I'm like stuck between screens with this shit. There we go. Here we go. Okay. So let's see what we got. Boop. Motel Hell, number 50.
I have never seen it.
a
Yeah,
satiric-
I've seen Motel Hell. It's not good.
Yeah, it's not very good. It's got maybe like a handful. This is number 50, so
Yeah.
maybe. The Funhouse. Toby
I'm pretty
Hooper goes
yeah,
back to Mass Psycho 1981.
I've seen the Funhouse.
I do not remember if I've seen this or not. If I did, I was like a little kid.
It ain't bad.
All right, so that's something I might want to revisit. April Fool's
Oh,
Day.
yeah,
I don't
I've-
like.
I've seen it, but I'm not a fan of it either.
I don't like this movie. The Gate. is
Of course.
classic. Fucking A.
I
The
think
Gate.
I think it's done dirty being this low, honestly.
Yeah, The Gate. I
The
think it
Gate
probably
is like a dead genre, dude. The Gate is crazy because it's an actually scary movie that's clearly made for kids.
yeah,
It is.
it's pretty cool.
It's just
Gate-
something that you'd never see happen now.
Yeah, The Gate's a pretty cool fucking movie. I love
And
the
Gate
fucking
2 is actually really fucking good as well.
yeah. It's definitely not. It falls pretty short of the original in my opinion, but it's watchable.
Dude, it's got some moments in it for sure.
Yeah, it has its time. My Bloody Valentine, another one of these movies. I feel like this is an overrated piece of shit. I don't know. I mean, I like the slasher genre, but I just think this fucking slasher is lame as shit.
I've never cared about these.
I know
kinda
they
fucking
remade
movies.
it. But like, yeah, like these slasher of the week movies that weren't even good enough to like get a serious franchise going usually don't impress me much. Children of the Corn is literally a piece of shit, and I do not understand why it has the fan base that it does.
You're looking at it, dude. They just love this role where it's like,
yeah, this goofy ass Ben Shapiro looking kid is probably the best part of the movie, but he's not worth it. The movie is not worth fucking watching just for his shit.
No, I definitely agree. I mean, even as a kid, I just thought it was. I just thought it was really fucking lame.
This motherfucker is corny, dude.
Not that scary either. It just doesn't really deliver much.
Dude, it tries to make corn fucking scary.
The corn's moving. Something's moving through the corn.
The rose. It's like, shut up. It's not fucking scary. Be quiet. Go away.
Must be scary to some fucking farmer in the Midwest.
Yeah, like I guess maybe if you like live amongst
oh
that
no, my crop's failing.
American Werewolf in London. Yeah, obviously I've seen that.
I mean, of course,
a couple times. For me, this is a kind of a slow movie for me.
It is.
Well, I want to say it begins slow. Once it gets going, it goes pretty good. But man,
it
I feel
begins
like the first
slow
30,
and it ends quickly. I will say
the first 30 or 40 minutes of this movie, man, I feel like it takes forever to get going.
Well, it's kind of trying to establish the ambiance of that little Scottish town.
Oh yeah, bad taste. Before fucking Peter Jackson was a sellout little bitch. Child's Play.
I know you've seen this.
Pumpkinhead, of course.
I mean, yeah, we're not.
I probably watch Pumpkinhead close to once a year.
I think Pumpkinhead's way fucking high on this list too. A number. I think it should be probably like top 20.
Pumpkinhead is just.
I've seen a few that I would put higher so far, but
Pumpkinhead always gets done dirty on these kind of lists. It's always put the fucking the bottom. Dude, or nearly the bottom.
I watch Pumpkinhead almost yearly, and unlike Paul is a rewatcher. I'm not even really much of a rewatcher, and I still watch this movie a lot. And that's saying something because there's not many movies that I rewatch very often.
Dude, Lance Henriksen is the best he ever is in any movie in this movie. And that's saying something. Dude's been in some pretty cool flicks.
Dude, he has to sell a fucking lot of complicated emotions, and he turns in a performance that honestly, it's one of those performances where like, I honestly feel like if this wasn't in a spooky little horror movie, there'd be like award talk about that shit.
I mean, this guy's literally been in. I mean, he was in Aliens
because
he's been directed by James Cameron. And
he has to he has to have his son die on screen, and deal with the emotionality of that, like the bereaved father, which is such an easy thing to over or underact, and he fucking nails it so well. And he totally sells you on the idea of why this guy wants revenge and how he's feeling at every fucking moment.
And the lengths he's willing to go to get that revenge.
So Lance Henriksen, and then the fucking buyer's remorse when he realizes that he's fucking done wrong and he was blinded by that emotion. Like he plays the shit out of that role. It's a fucking amazing role. You're totally right about that, Paul. 100%. Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh my god!
Pumpkinhead is a fucking joke.
This Esquire is this. I had to say this is a fucking
dude.
Joke.
Silent Night, Deadly Night. Don't get me wrong. I like this movie, but putting this above this
Pumpkinhead
is fucking horse shit.
I mean, unless the numbers mean nothing. I mean, if it's just like a list of 50 horror movies, then fine. But if it's ranking,
I'm gonna have to look at it that way because if it's, I mean, I'm assuming this is ranked though. And if so, that's hideous.
It makes no sense. Not even close, dude.
Because this movie,
I could lose this movie from this list, and I don't think it'd be a big deal.
I mean, I like this film. I think it's fucking pretty funny. It's pretty wacky.
It doesn't beat Pumpkinhead,
but it's not
even close. Not even fucking. Oh, wow. What? Halloween 3.
It shouldn't even be on this list.
Halloween 3. Halloween 3.
It's Pumpkinhead,
bro.
Fuck that movie. The movie fucking sucks, dude. I know that movie's got a fucking fan base. I know there's a bunch of apologists.
Oh
and shit.
My god,
it's great.
Dude.
It's actually not bad. I mean, that's fine, but there's no way it's better than Pumpkinhead in my view.
When I was a kid, I watched all the Halloween movies, and I saw this when I was like, "What the fuck was that horse shit?"
Oh, I know. I mean, you watched
And
it.
then-
I was like, "Where's Michael Myers? What the fuck is going on?" It's such a dog shit fucking
Years
movie.
later, I was talking some shit about Halloween 3 in a stream, and some people were like, "Dude, you got to watch it without being biased towards the Michael Myers stuff, dude. You got to watch it for what it is, man." And so I did, and it fucking still sucked balls.
The shit
Boo.
movie. I don't know why anyone would recommend this movie to you. It's horrible.
It has
no
its fucking
excuse for
fans,
it.
and I do not understand why. It sucks.
They can waste their time, as far as I'm concerned.
Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer is a pretty cool movie. Very different than most of these 80s movies on this list, but a pretty cool movie, in my opinion.
Pet
Pet Sematary is
Cemetery
cool.
now, TJ.
This movie is one of the few movies that I consider be like genuinely scary in multiple parts. Like, it may not be like the scariest movie ever, but it's got some fucking genuine spine tingling moments in it for sure.
That the part where the kid gets hit by the truck is fucking insane.
Oh,
Where the
God,
kid gets hit
yeah.
by the truck, the evil little kid when he comes back, that fucking
Was it straight razor or something he's holding? When he
yeah.
comes back. He's fucking. I mean,
Just the other day when I was driving around, out of nowhere, I remembered just the story of the guy talking about the pet cemetery and putting his old, I don't remember what the dog's name was, but putting his old dog Duke or whatever in the fucking pet cemetery. He's like, and he did come back, but it was never the same, you know?
Yep.
I was just thinking about that.
Dude, what about the
randomly.
flashbacks that the fucking wife has of taking care of her like hideously twisted sister or whatever the fuck?
Yeah.
Those are fucking spectacularly scary still. So this is another movie that I feel should be higher on the list than it is.
great
But-
film.
Okay.
Oh, I love
Fright
this
Night.
one too.
I like this movie.
Fright Night is just fun.
Yeah, I don't know if it's. I wouldn't put it higher than Pumpkinhead or anything, and like anything like that. But I would definitely put it on the list.
I mean,
it's
it
a
was
fun movie.
definitely in its time a more iconic movie than Pumpkinhead was.
Sure. And
Oh,
I mean,
for
it's
sure.
a lot of fun. I mean, this is like, to me, this is like pure popcorn horror. It's not really trying to fucking scare the shit out of you.
And surprisingly, when they did the remake of it, that was actually pretty good too.
I actually really like the remake of this.
Yeah, that's
They
rare
went
for
a
me to say.
different they went a different tonal direction with it, and it really worked. It was
Yeah,
good.
I mean, it's one of those few that they actually did maybe kind of a more serious treatment of it. And usually that kind of sucks, but they did it just right where I feel like it was actually pretty good.
my
Day of
God,
the Dead.
love this
I mean, I
movie.
like the entire trilogy. It's not my favorite of the trilogy, but it's pretty good.
I love all those.
I don't know
movies.
opera.
I mean, the fucking Return of the Dead, Return of the Living Dead should better be on this fucking list somewhere.
Oh
higher.
yeah, that better be.
If it's not on this list,
That's better than Day of the Dead for sure.
This
Oh
list
God,
has
yeah.
no fucking credibility if it's not on there.
I don't know this one.
One of my
I
favorite
know
zombie flicks. Opera I've
Dario
never seen.
Argento. This is like one of those Italian movies. I'm not
Yeah, I
as
haven't
keen
seen
on
it.
those.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know anything about it.
The Howling. It's all right.
Meh.
The
The
stuff.
stuff. I thought we're
the-
obsessed with
the-
this movie.
Well, the
kinda-
stuff is good.
The stuff is
It's
a good
good.
movie.
It's good. I'm just not obsessed with it. You know, there's like a level of obsession with this around this movie. Where
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
sure
it's
it's like
definitely more
I like
than, like,
it, but it's not
Cheesy
like
category of fucking horror, but
It's pure like fucking modern day doomer consumerism horror.
yeah.
yeah. I would.
Which I
agree
can definitely
with
see how that fucking pleases Paul too.
that. Well, yeah.
Cannibal Holocaust, in my opinion, not worth watching.
Yeah, it's full of stuff that I just don't want to see. Like they butchered a bunch of animals for it and shit.
Yeah, they butchered a bunch of animals because apparently that was popular with like the Asian market at that time to show real animal killings in movies. And
Yeah.
even taking that aside, it's just really slow and not very interesting.
It's just
know?
obsessed with trying to be shocking to audiences. and I
Yeah,
just don't
I find that a
to
lot of
be-
these movies that feel like they have nothing more going for them than just shock value really just end up boring me.
I like
Because
to
to
be
me, shock should go along with some kind of substance or some kind of point.
right. Yeah, like there has to be a substantive thing behind the shock. Like Pumpkinhead in its way is shocking. Pet Cemetery in its
Like,
way is.
And
has
by the way,
shocking
I have
moments.
nothing against people doing shock for shock's sake. I don't have anything against that being done if that's what you like. I don't fucking give a shit. But I usually just find it to the results usually just bore the shit out of me. And this is another example of them boring the shit out of me. The Hitcher.
I do like this movie.
This is a cool movie. This is a cool movie that I fucking kind of forgot existed on some level.
Just a relentless fucking force in this movie. The Hitcher is like I mean, it is kind of terrifying in that sense of like you just randomly have this encounter with this person who just turns out to be pretty much unstoppable. And just
Rutger Hauer is fucking great in this. Definitely like presages his hobo with a shotgun role for sure.
Yeah, which is I love that fucking movie too. But yeah, this is a fun movie. I mean, it's kind of a, I mean, not fun is the right word. That makes it seem more light than it is, but it is fun to watch. The Changeling, I tried to get into this shit. I even like George C. Scott and shit.
You just thought it was too slow.
But man, I was just like, what is the fuck?
Well, you know what the thing is about this movie is? This movie is like a Rosetta Stone for horror tropes.
Yeah.
So many haunted house horror tropes start right here. Like when you hear a piano playing in another room, this was the movie that really fucking nailed it home.
Maybe that's why I don't like it, because I've seen everything in it before and I'm not giving it credit for pioneering some of the shit that it did.
The creepy wheelchair that rolls on its own, the hallucinations and stuff that the guy has. I mean, it's not the best movie on this list, but it deserves a place because so many movies ape this movie.
Just super innovative, but not apparent to someone who just isn't, you know.
As far as I'm concerned, though, like this is a movie I tried to watch it. I got to the ball scene, and I was just like, man, I am so fucking like not invested in this shit. I just do not care.
I mean, how many times have you seen that in movies, though? The ball bouncing downstairs.
And I guess this probably did it first, or pretty close. So,
I mean, this movie's credited with a lot of fucking horror tropes.
Creepshow
should be
personally,
higher on this
top
list.
10 for me, but fuck yeah, Creepshow.
Creepshow 1 and 2 are both top 10 for me. It doesn't get much better than these movies. I love the fact that they're funny and scary at the same time. It's such a hard thing to nail, but these movies nail it. It's got this like comic book aesthetic that holds true throughout. I love
especially the first one. The first one with those shots where they like kind of do that vivid, colorful background of the character, like in intense moment, like almost like starbursts of emotion behind them and shit. Like it's a comic book page.
Yeah.
That shit's great.
It's just a cool movie. It's episodic horror, which I love. I love the like.
I love the raft.
Horror.
I love Old Chief Woodenhead. I love the crate. I love the fucking one with Stephen King playing. I forget the character's name. But
the unfortunate death of Jordy Verrill.
Yeah, Rube.
Jordy Verrill, dude.
He plays that like sort of country Rube character.
That is fucking great. This whole thing is great.
Yeah, I love the scene where he's like, he's imagine how much they're gonna pay him for the meteorite.
Leslie Nielsen in the one they have here in the thumbnail too. That's fucking great.
Oh, where's my birthday cake, Bedelia?
I'm a huge fan of The Stepfather, so I've definitely seen that multiple times.
I could give or take Stepfather.
Yeah, I know. You've made your fucking wrong opinion clear. The Beyond. This movie sucks.
Yeah, it does.
This movie is this is another one of these fucking ponderous ass Italian movies that gets super lauded by some in the horror community that I just don't get what the fucking appeal is. Because when I watch this movie, I literally fucking want to fall asleep.
They have
it
a cool
me to sleep.
They have a cool like causeway scene in it. The time I told you I took a bunch of tincture and I tried to watch this movie because it was like recommended, like this is one of the best horror movies. I'm telling you, it felt like I watched this for an eternity and it was like 30 minutes. And I'm like, I don't care how high I am. If you can't make a movie entertaining to me when I'm fucking stoned, it's probably just not a good movie. So I have to completely agree.
I mean, it will literally put me to sleep. I'm not even the kind that goes to sleep during a movie, but every time I've tried to watch this fucking
thing, actually is the scene I'm talking about. It's the causeway. It's one of the longest bridges in the world.
Yeah.
I like that scene, but I don't like the movie.
And in fact, Scotty, if you'll remember, remember that night we went and saw a bunch of horror movies at the Arrow Theater. They had like a big horror marathon.
Yeah.
This is the movie we tapped out on.
Yeah, you know what? You're fucking right. I've tried to watch the movie like 3 or 4 times. It's never panned out.
And we were trying to watch it, and we were like, I'm so tired, I gotta go home. But honestly, I think if they put a better movie on, I think we would have been able to make it the whole marathon.
I think me and you's cheap asses should have just got a fucking hotel so I could watch them all, but not really thinking.
Creepshow 2. I don't know why it's higher on the list. I'd just put them together.
I don't know. Creepshow 2 has The Raft. Creepshow 2 has
The Raft is better. Old
has
Chief
Jordy
Woodenhead,
Verrill.
or
It
Big
has
Chief
old
Woodenhead or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, I mean, it has like
Oh, dude,
I don't
the
know.
Raft is one of the creepiest. I fucking love that.
The Raft is probably the best one of the bunch, and
it
it's
literally
in this
makes
movie.
you scared of a fucking pile of fucking garbage or a plastic bag or whatever the fuck it actually is.
And you can see some brown face if you're into that. This guy here that's playing an American Indian guy, he's white as the fucking driven snow.
Yep.
They gave him a fake tan, put some fake hair on him, made him an Indian. You know, you just don't see that no more.
You don't see it no
God
more.
bless Hollywood and the United States of America.
Prince of Darkness. I've actually, even though I love John Carpenter, I've never fucking seen this movie.
I've seen Prince of Darkness, but it's been a long fucking time. I don't remember liking much about it, but once again, it's been since I was a fucking teenager. So
I rented it one time, and then I was like, I'll watch this tomorrow, and then I just never did. So I want to watch this. I want to watch all of John Carpenter's movies eventually, but for some reason I don't know. Like, I watched the trailer for it and I'm like, I don't really feel like if John Carpenter's name wasn't attached to this, I wouldn't be that interested in it. So my interest in it seems kind of fake because it really only has to do with his name being attached. But I do intend to eventually watch it. So I'm aware of it, but I have not seen it. And Paul seems like he's pretty underwhelmed by it.
I mean, I'd have to watch it again, honestly, but
It's not some of his best work, I will say. But I mean, I guess that's
so. You have seen it, Scotty?
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't think it's his best work, to be honest with you. I mean, after directing things like the movies like The Thing, Halloween. There's just so many other better films in his filmography. I just don't feel like that's his best representative of his work.
I agree with Hellraiser being here, but Hellraiser 2 better be higher. Because Hellraiser 2, for my money, is the best one. I like Hellraiser 2 better.
Yeah, I mean, Hellraiser 2 is probably the best movie of the bunch. I mean, Hellraiser 1 is really good.
It is good.
I'm a huge fan of 1 through 3. I mean,
and it's one of the most enduring franchises on this list, for good or ill. They're still making new ones now. So
yeah, the Hulu one they made was pretty decent.
It was good.
The original Friday the 13th bores me. I don't really like it that much. I revisit the Jason ones a lot. I really don't revisit this one.
I don't really give a fuck about it. I saw it a bunch when I was a kid, and I just always thought it was overrated.
Dude, I love Maniac.
I have not. No, this one I have not seen. I have not seen Maniac.
I love the fucking the crazy basically this guy goes out, he murders women. He cuts their fucking scalps off, comes home and puts them on his mannequins, and then acts like he's dating them. In the original draft of the screenplay, he was like cutting their entire vaginas out, but that was decided
couldn't quite go there in the 80s, huh?
Yeah, they were like a little too much. Tone it down. So this is a really early example, I think, of Tom Savini doing the effects when he was really hungry to prove himself and shit. So even though this is a pretty low budget movie, it has some extremely realistic gore, has one of the best head explosion scenes you can see in a fucking movie. Has a great prolonged chase sequence through New York City that I think ends in a bathroom stall. Pretty fucking cool movie. Really fucking creepy main character. You don't really see, the whole movie is from his perspective, so you don't get to you're not like the teenager worrying about the maniac showing up. You are the maniac.
It's something kind of interesting.
So it's a pretty cool little flick. A little slow in parts.
Of course, we've seen Reanimator.
Reanimator is a comedy horror classic. If you haven't seen it, fucking see it. Super fucking clever script, crazy fucking special effects, totally fucking wild ride, and Jeffrey Combs is fucking great in it. Happy Birthday to Me. I don't even think I've heard of this.
No,
it's just a rote fucking murder slasher movie. There were so many of these in the 80s.
So why so high?
Why
why rated so high then?
you got me, dude. I wouldn't have put it on this list. You know, it's in the same boat as like April Fool's Day to me.
Yeah, so it should be more on that level then. Well, maybe I'm missing something. Slumber Party Massacre. I mean, I've seen it. I definitely wouldn't put it top 20. That seems pretty crazy to me.
Yeah, I
don't even know if I'd make top 50.
Yeah, I would expect to see this very low on the list. Like, you know,
I mean, if I was going to put
49,
anything
50.
from this, I would put Slumber Party Massacre 2 before I put Slumber Party Massacre, because at least Slumber Party Massacre 2 was kind of like a crazy fever dream. Sleepaway Camp, one of the most overrated horror movies there is, in my opinion.
Yeah, once again, this list is just, in my opinion, this list is fucking upside down and backwards. I would put like, you know, fucking Pumpkinhead down here in the fucking teens. You know, maybe
Sleepaway Camp is, you're right, it's just completely, I mean, like, even at the last I think with the Joe Bob Briggs thing that you didn't end up going to, TJ, they had a whole day. I think Sunday was dedicated to just watching these movies.
And dude, the dude Halter Top just ruined so many fucking movies in the 80s.
I mean, come on.
Can we just not, dude?
Look at this fucking guy.
What a fucking doofus.
Look how impossible it is to take this dude seriously.
Yep.
Fair.
I mean, I'm not gonna bat an eye.
Maniac Cop 2 is like, this is weird. Maniac Cop 2 is a way better fucking entry in this series than Maniac Cop 1, and there is no fucking reason for this to be in the top 20. Top 50, I could see. Top fucking 20, no fucking way. Poltergeist, I mean, it's iconic.
Dude, I went back and tried to watch Poltergeist recently because Amelia had never seen it. And I got to tell you, dude, this movie I'm just done with it. It is so PG-13. It's got some fun scenes in it and shit, but it is slow.
This is like cool horror movie to show your kids if you have them, I guess.
Yeah.
But I had kind of a similar experience. I went back and watched it. I can appreciate the creativity of some of the fucking monsters and stuff and the effects, but like overall, the Spielberg vibe, even though it's a horror story, is just too strong. Like you can just feel him at work. And then later it kind of came out that he fucking pretty much directed the fucking thing. And you could tell. Another one with Spielberg involved, but this one does not feel very Spielberg. Gremlins. I like this movie.
Gremlins 1 and 2 are great. I mean, they're just great movies.
I love The Fly. You know, I've seen The fucking Fly. Near Dark.
This is a really popular,
pretty good fucking movie.
Yeah, it's a really popular entry, but it's just not. It doesn't seem to be that well known. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it's not super well remembered, but it should be, honestly.
This is one of those movies that I feel like when I talk to people who know about it, they usually express that they like it, but it doesn't really seem to have a huge like fan following like a lot of the other ones do. But it's
This is an Alien 2. This is an Aliens movie alumnus movie. That's Lance Henriksen, and then the lady that played the badass chick Marine in Aliens 2, and that's fucking Bill Paxton.
Yep. And they're all good. This is a vampire movie. They're all good in it. It's a pretty cool fucking flick.
Yeah, definitely recommend it.
Top fucking 15 or 20, I don't know, but it's really good. Videodrome is great. I've seen it. I have tried. There's another one of these ones, these fucking Italian ones that I tried.
Watch out the movie, TJ.
I tried.
I've seen some of these Italian movies and liked them, but yeah, some of them are just a little fucking out there for me.
This is another one that I tapped out on. I was just like, I don't understand. I don't know why it's fucking entertaining. I don't like it. The Fog. This one to me is corny. I know John Carpenter did it, but I've always thought this was a corny ass fucking movie. I think
the Fog sucks.
The fucking pirate ghost thing is way too Scooby Doo for me, man.
The Fog sucks, dude. There's a way better movie that's like The Fog called Demon Wind.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that-
Demon Wind. I've seen Demon Wind.
Demon Wind is it's like a better Fog, and it's not even going to be on this list.
Yeah, Demon Wind is a better movie. I don't know if I even like that one all that much, but I would rather watch it than the Fog.
I've never understood the boner or the Fog either.
Why Texas? Oh, I guess it's the one they made in the 80s, but I don't know. It's kind of silly. I guess it's kind of meant to be, but I don't know. If you're gonna do like outrageous horror comedies, I would put I'd put Reanimator way above this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Evil Dead 2, fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
I mean, iconic, sure. Possession. Yeah, this is a pretty fucking crazy movie. I don't know how many people have seen this fucking movie.
It is crazy. Early Sam Neill film.
Yep.
Really, like, I don't know. Not a lot of people talk about it. It's in the early 80s, kind of like went under the radar as far as horror goes, but
it's a movie about a guy whose wife leaves him for a tentacle monster.
yeah.
And if you really want to get simplistic with it,
Neat.
but it's super
I've
art
heard
film.
of it, but I have not seen it.
It's super art film. It's like very fucking I don't want to use necessarily the word pretentious, but I'm sure a lot of people would find it pretty pretentious. But yeah, it's definitely a weird fucking movie. But I like it all right. Aliens, of course, masterpiece.
Yes,
I mean, you're not
yes.
gonna. Yeah,
The Thing, of course, masterpiece. Shining, of course, masterpiece. All right, so pretty shitty list. Definitely fucking strongly disagree with whoever ranked this fucking shit.
I think it's got a horrible top 10. I mean, some of them belong there, but some of those top 10s were just like, huh?
Yeah,
a very typical
top. And then some of the other ones are just so unexciting. Like, oh, The Shining is bad. Yeah, okay. I mean, fine, but
a very typical top 3 as far as the 80s is concerned.
yeah, it's like they just wrote shit in the top 3, and then the rest of it's just like almost like random. Like,
yeah, there's some
why?
surprise entries on there, but for the most part, it just seems like.
And then like so many things that like obviously should be there that aren't. Like, you know, none of the Friday the 13th movies that actually feature Jason are in there. Fucking
How about the
Nightmare on Elm Street
original?
3 probably deserves to be there if you're gonna fucking separate movies that are in the same series. I don't know. Yeah, Mouth of Madness wasn't in there.
Fuck that list, dude.
Yeah, that list sucks balls.
I'm like, I don't take that list very
No
seriously.
Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, Return of the Living Dead wasn't on there. I mean, that list was fucking horrible.
Yeah, that was a shitty list. It was a
Shit
poopy list.
list. Hellraiser 2 wasn't on there.
Yeah, should have been on there.
How can you not? I mean, like, if you're gonna put any of the Hellraiser movies, you've got to go with 2. That doesn't even make any fucking sense.
Yeah, I don't fucking get it at all. Society wasn't on there.
Yeah, Society should definitely be on there.
I mean, Society is a total mind fuck.
No, it had a Nightmare on Elm Street.
It did have a Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, and then Paul's movie Waxwork wasn't on there. I don't know if that deserves to be on there or not,
It
but
deserves the spot for sure. Maybe higher up the list, but yeah, it should have been on the list for sure.
What about From Beyond? If that came out in the 80s, yeah, that would definitely be on the top 50.
oh shit, Christine wasn't on there. Christine should be on there. Maybe not a high spot, but it should be in the top fucking 50 in my opinion.
Yeah, Christine should be on there. Fucking Creature should be on there. I mean, there's a number of fucking. I mean, Dead Alive wasn't on there.
Oh yeah, you're right. Dead Alive was Dead Alive? Was that early 90s?
It was either late 80s or early 90s. I don't know.
I thought it was.
I thought it was like
90s.
1990 or something. Hold
Yeah,
on.
I think that's the early 90s. If I
But that's
recall.
92, so that's okay.
Yeah.
But still. The fucking remake of The Blob wasn't on there.
Yeah, that's.
The 1980s Blob is like a top fucking 20 at least horror movie in my opinion
Oh yeah, it's great.
of the decade. Like that's fucking absurd not to be on there.
There's so many great scenes in that Blob remake too. Yeah, there's no fucking way. Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah.
I mean, I guess Paul kind of argued that's not really a horror movie, which I can kind of see the point, but still.
I guess technically you could make an argument for it.
No
for sure.
killer clowns.
Yeah, Killer Clowns from fucking Outer Space wasn't even on there.
Dude, just
That's
yeah.
a fucking cult classic. Look how popular that movie has become.
That's probably
so
one of the
retarded.
worst lists I've ever seen. I mean, just did a terrible job representing horror.
Halloween 3 was on there, but none of the other 80s Halloween movies. I mean, like, I'm not saying the 80s Halloweens were ever a masterpiece, but there was better Halloweens to come out in the 80s than fucking 3.
I mean, yeah.
It's because they know so many people are going to die on the hill of 3, so it's going to be like Halloween 3. Oh, yeah, it was good. I like that one.
Looking, what else was fucking left out? Demons wasn't on there. That should have been
Night
on
of the
there.
Demons.
Fucking House could have been on there. I don't love House, but it fucking might have warranted a spot.
Dude, House could have been like a 50 or something.
Yeah. I'm looking at what else. Wait, yeah, that's true. Phantasm 2 came out in the 80s. Phantasm 2 doesn't fucking warrant a goddamn spot on that list.
No. Sorry, TJ.
They live.
Phantasm 2 is fucking great.
Does they live on there? Nope. It was not. I think House was 70s, right? I don't think so.
No, House is fucking 80s. I'm looking at an 80s list right now. I mean, maybe you guys won't be upset by it, but I think Critters deserved a spot.
No, Day of the Dead actually was on there. Someone
Yeah,
said no
but
Day of
fucking
the
Return of the Dead, which is a way better movie. Well, I mean, not way better, I guess, but significantly better. Wasn't on there.
Oh, that should have 100% been on that fucking list, dude. Are you kidding me? The Terminator
Dude.
missing? Yeah, if you're saying the Terminator is horror,
I'll
which,
tell
I
you a
mean,
fucking
I think it
straight up.
is.
I'm looking right now at a fucking straight up horror goddamn classic that wasn't on that fucking list. From
What is it?
Beyond, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone said that. Yeah, From Beyond is
From
definitely-
Beyond does definitely fucking deserved a spot.
Yeah, we know
That's a
horror
great
better than this.
creature feature.
Whoever wrote that fucking list doesn't know shit about horror movies.
Boo.
Doesn't know
Monster
what-
Squad could have been on there. We talked
No.
about that a little earlier tonight.
Whoever fucking wrote that list, like I said, I maintain is that's just some writer. They don't know shit about horror films.
No Lost Boys.
Oh my god, you're fucking right. The Lost Boys wasn't even on there.
No, not that good, bro.
That was the 80s, wasn't it? That
Yeah,
was
it
definitely
was.
the 80s.
If that wasn't the 80s, I mean, that's like one of the most 80s horror movies.
yeah, that's fucking
imaginable.
1987. That's the heart of the damn 80s. How you gonna fucking sleep on that?
Yeah,
Oof.
Terminator wasn't on there.
Yeah, the people forget the original Terminator was a horror movie. We got to remind people of that shit. Terminator 2 is not a horror movie,
I don't
In
know.
fact,
I feel like
nothing-
it's got a lot of horror elements to it for sure.
but nothing beyond the first one is a straight up horror movie.
No.
Like fucking Terminator 1
Come with me,
is first and
Walk
foremost a fucking horror movie.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
the very
science
least
fiction
a
horror.
ultra dark science fiction film.
Yeah, a dark science fiction horror, dude.
But horror is strong in the mix. So,
Fuck yeah, dude! An unfucking stoppable machine is trying to kill you. Yeah, that's pretty horrifying.
And just like the way it's shot and the atmosphere, like so much of it is so dark and gritty and grimy.
And I mean, and Arnold's just great as the Terminator, just like the unfeeling, just killing machine that doesn't even like he practiced for that role to not even like look or like not even really react to shooting. So he's like perfect. I mean, yeah, like you pretty much have like great performances all around, and at the time, just really like a fresh concept. I mean, it really was. I mean, obviously now the Terminator franchise has just been completely and utterly run into the fucking ground with garbage, but at the time,
I don't know why they keep making those fucking things. I mean, it's been over for a while.
I wonder why. Think about that one
They're
for a
not-
minute.
they don't even make money though. I mean, like
Oh,
that's
they
the
make
crazy
money,
thing.
dude. They make money. I mean, if they make $400 or $500 million, I mean, you know they're gonna make.
I'm
some
pretty sure the
money.
last one was a fucking flop.
Well, let's go look. Was it Terminator Dark Fate?
Dark
There's a lot-
Fate. I'm pretty sure that motherfucker outright flopped.
I doubt it. Dude. He probably still made $300 or $400 million.
Let's see.
Maybe I'm wrong though.
Dude, budget of 185 to 196 million, box office global 261.1 million. That's
Yeah.
pretty brutal.
I mean, it made some money.
You factor in marketing costs and stuff like that. It
Yeah,
probably,
but they overinflate those budgets like
I
crazy.
mean, it probably still didn't make much money. I mean, it might have made a fucking little tiny
Yeah.
shred, but
It probably made something, but I agree with you.
they were expecting way more fucking return. I mean, like that's
Make a good fucking movie.
Yeah, I don't
Dude,
know.
the Terminator franchise 100% could make money. 100% could make money. But if you turn in derivative dog shit and try to be like, let's make this like, you know what? Sometimes you do need reboots, and they really need to fucking reboot that universe if they want to use it still. Because
I think they just need to let it fucking die, dude.
I mean, I agree with you too. I would much rather see different stories
let it
made.
go.
But I'm saying, but you could still make money with that as a franchise. It's just they're trying to keep this convoluted fucking plot going, you know. And we know that doesn't work with movies. It gets more and more convoluted and stupid and absurd, and you just don't want to see it because you're just like, okay, what's the gimmick this time?
Oh man, every time I do this, I feel bad.
What?
I go down the like, let's see how Edward Furlong is doing
Oh
now.
God,
Fucking-
dude. He's doing better than Andy Dick, I would guess.
Yeah, he's got that going for him.
Didn't he clean up? Didn't he get off drugs or some shit? I thought he cleaned up.
He ain't got off Baconators, I'll tell you that.
Okay, well, I mean, fair enough on that. At least he's not doing smack anymore.
You gotta see like the 2010 remake of Night of the Demons with Ed Furlong in it. Ed Furlong is in that. The fucking chick that plays like the hot student, the hot like fucking what you call it.
Dude, that's a dope ass shirt he's got though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that
Jimi
is
Hendrix shirt's cool.
I mean, I love that fucking shirt, but dude, yeah, he is in that fucking Baconator diet up hard, dude. Every day, at least 3 Baconators for this motherfucker.
He looks like it's miserable to be him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he's really
Like
round.
he looks like it is 0% fun to be Edward Furlong, man.
It probably isn't fun to be him at this point.
I mean,
Yeah.
he did a pretty fucking bad tumble with drugs and shit. I don't know if he's clean now or not, but
I hope he is.
Yeah, of course.
Because it
but
doesn't look like he's having a good time.
No. Good shirt though.
Yeah, the shirt's cool.
This next chunky, it's not fun at all. I wouldn't imagine so. Just judging by the pictures I've seen of him, he doesn't look like he's happy. Miserable to be him, so he's Paul. Oh my god, you guys. Always going for the low blow on Paul.
yeah,
Low
maybe-
blow.
I'm not miserable to be me.
Yeah, it's like miserable, just like Paul. It's like what? I don't think Paul's miserable.
Guys are so mean.
He has moments of being miserable, but I mean, like he's like anyone else. He's got happy moments, sad moments, miserable moments, just like anybody else.
Do 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 do.
Paul smoke meth on camera. I mean, what do you got on my fucking rock, homie? What do you got on my rock? You want me to smoke meth on camera? You're gonna have to fucking pay for it.
I'm voting for Predator on Friday. I mean, you don't get to vote.
Yeah, there's no well, unless there's a 1-1 tie.
I mean,
He's
we had a
rooting.
little fucking system for plebs. I don't know. Maybe we'll devise a way for patrons to put their thumbs on the scales a little bit.
I mean, it
I'm
seems
sure
only
we can come
fair.
up with something.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah,
only fair.
Come up with a little something for you guys, but we don't have anything. We're not going to do it through donos, obviously. That would be weird because you guys already are fucking paying fucking patrons and shit. So, but yeah, we'll come up with something, a little something. Do do do.
Dude, I watched this movie the other day.
Maybe
You
maybe we'll say that the rules are that it has to be unanimous, and if it's not, the patrons have to fucking break a tie. The rules
Yeah,
Scotty wanted to
could
do for
work.
this one.
That could definitely work.
So if it's like 2-1, that's still a tie because there's not I don't know what unanimity. So Scotty, so then the patrons would have to vote to fucking decide in that case. So that would give
I
them
mean,
a
we
little
weren't
power.
too divided on any of these, to be honest with you, though. But I mean,
There was a couple.
there's definitely some.
There was a couple where it was 2-1, and like I think if we knew that we could fucking stall the process by being a spoiler vote, a lot of us would have done it more probably. It's just like if you know the other two are going to assent anyway, it's like, all right, whatever, just go along with it. But if you know you can be a stinker and fucking bring it to a fucking,
Oh yeah, I mean that's true.
send it to committee or whatever.
If you feel really butthurt that your guy didn't make it through, you can always just say, you know what, fuck this shit.
Yeah,
this shit.
So there you go. It'll change shit up a little. I'm gonna get rid of all the stuff that we already did tonight.
And we don't
some
need
new
it.
shit.
It's garbage.
It's been used.
Yeah, I don't want there to be any repeat shit. But with 16 fucking combatants, I'm gonna have to be fucking expansive with that shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we'll have to come up with
to
some new
brainstorm.
things.
gonna have to bring a shit ton to the mix.
No, that's fine.
Maybe we can get our patrons involved too, like sourcing some of that shit out, What locations would you want to see? What fucking
Well, we did a post. We can just do another post though. We did a post.
I mean, ask them what fucking locations, advantages, disadvantages. Anybody's got any suggestions on that shit? We're fucking happy to fucking source some of that shit out to you guys too.
Yeah, we'll throw up another post.
Because I think that shit was fucking pretty cool tonight. I don't know. Did that get left up? Or did we take that down on autopilot?
It
No,
might have.
I put it back up. It was
Okay, cool,
unlisted, and I went ahead and put it public.
Yeah, I figured that might have happened because on autopilot, because that's usually our way we do it. But yeah, I think it's cool to leave that one up to promote that shit. Overlook Hotel would be a great location. I almost feel I think we already have done it, first of all, in the previous tournament. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
I think it is a location in this upcoming one, but it has obviously it's a roll, so it has to come up in a roll.
Yeah, I think it might already be in the rotation. But I also think like it's kind of like almost a character too, like in and of itself. So what would its agenda be? I guess that'd be something we'd have to discuss if it came up.
Yeah, definitely.
The White House an option. There's like the only limit is your fucking imagination, okay?
Yep.
The Thing will of course destroy Pumpkinhead. I mean, hey, you've seen how
Depends.
often this shit can come down to the rolls.
Especially if we go with Shang Tsung thing, where it's like he rolls before every battle to see which other combatant he turns into.
That's
The
true.
thing ain't really worth much unless he's inhabiting some other creature's visage. So
Yeah, we're gonna have to come up with some shit for that. Like, how is the Thing gonna present?
I think that's the best way to do it. I think you just have like everybody's name on a list and you just do a roll every time the Thing pops up. See who he's appearing as. Could definitely swing the battle any number of ways.
Luigi's Mansion as a location. I mean, maybe. Not gonna
I'm
say
open.
no.
I'm definitely open to every suggestion under the sun. We're gonna need a lot.
The blob. You'll have to see.
Got to do the ghost house from fucking the Mario Brothers shit.
I actually had tonight. It never came up. Maybe it'll come up next time. I had a world level 1-1 of Super Mario Brothers.
Oh shit.
One of the most iconic video. I mean, maybe the most iconic video game of all time.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely up there.
I love Scotty's like impression of the Mario music. It seems like it's just like a little off. Like what is it?
Well, I mean, I'm not musically talented at all.
A shrunken submarine inside of TJ's bloodstream should be a location. Okay, we'll see. Would
I
the
like
one
some-
up be a factor in that location? These are the kind of discussions that are more
I
interesting
mean,
to happen
yeah.
in the moment, I think.
I mean, do you get a mushroom? I mean, who knows? Does Mario show up?
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
mushroom, there's fire flowers. I think there's a one up on that stage. There's a fucking star on that stage. There's pits.
There's
a lot.
Goombas and shit.
It's
There's all
fucking
kinds of
pipes you can go down and come out somewhere else. There's all kinds of shit going on.
Yeah, here we go. I'll just
RE2 Police Headquarters. That's a good location.
that's definitely a cool location.
Raccoon City Police.
Yep.
The Senate in Star Wars.
Oh, The
Oh,
Senate
cool.
could be interesting.
So how many enemies do we have on this map? I know we have the first. Of course, we have the first Goomba. So you have some Goombas.
Multiple Goombas.
The first Goomba, the deadliest creature in video game history, dude.
I don't think you have anything but Goombas in this level.
Okay, so enemies are not too difficult. I definitely would love to see this map come up, though. But I agree,
Yeah.
a ghost house, I think we should definitely include as well.
Got a few little pitfalls you could fall into.
Oh yeah, that fucking glass house from 13 Ghosts. That would be good. Cyrus Criticos's fucking.
There is no
planet.
fire flower on this level, but there is an invincibility star.
Cool.
So could that come into play?
I think it would. They would have to almost.
And there's two mushrooms, so I don't know how those would fucking play out.
I mean, they make you bigger, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, would it be a double-sized version of whoever takes it?
I'd have to assume.
It's kind of fucking like, I mean, that stuff might come up when if that level comes up or that location comes up.
Can Jar Jar Binks be a ally? You never know.
Who the
Yeah, so
fuck is Tormut? Are you trying to say Tomat?
Tormut.
Or is Tormut something I don't know about? Like, who are you talking about?
Gorilla versus Tormut. Dude, Tormut.
Gorilla versus Tormut or Tormut or whatever the fuck. Who the fuck is Tormut?
I think they mean Tomat.
Tormut Rose? Tormut Edmund Rose who lived from 1699 to 1741?
No.
Is that what we're talking about?
They mean Senor Tomat, dude.
Why are you typing it like that? Why would you even assume for a second it was spelled like that? There's no R in it. Where did you get the R from? Tormut.
I mean, I just don't even know. Yeah, on that plane of
The
existence.
second mushroom is a fire flower if you're already big. I don't think that the first
No,
Mario
that is
had
true.
that mechanic in it.
Oh
It did.
shit! Did it?
It did, yeah.
Okay.
No, they're right. You can't get another mushroom if you're already big. Then it becomes
Okay.
a fire flower.
Yeah, you're thinking of Super Mario Brothers, where you could hold shit.
No, but I didn't think that they did the whole it
Dude, I'm
upgrades-
99% sure that if you hit a fucking mushroom,
I go,
and it's
dude. Put
already
up an
blown
emulator. Go put up an emulator. You can run that game on a fucking browser, just to the first level, and just go see. I mean, it's not a difficult level, even on a keyboard, if you play it on that.
Sure.
Dude, I'm 99% sure that you don't get double mushrooms.
Hold on.
You can only get a fire flower if you're already big. In the first one.
Hold on. Pause for a minute, bitch. All right.
It's a me, Mario.
So embarrassing if I fucking die on this shit.
You will.
I'm
We
playing
can't
with
see.
I'm playing with a fucking keyboard, which I'm not used to, so don't fucking
I'll
laugh.
put yourself on screen so we don't see anything.
Don't laugh at my failure, okay?
We will. We're gonna immediately laugh if you die.
Come on, bitch.
All right, PNM, pause, mute.
Fucking run button.
Oh, he's gonna be killed by the first Goomba.
I don't like that.
Dude, you suck.
Go fucking
Oh,
scrub,
fuck off.
TJ.
No way TJ's making it to the second fucking mushroom.
He's gonna have to do it. Oh shit, TJ, a Goomba. Oh shit, you better jump. Oh fuck, TJ. So those
I'll
motherfuckers
let these
die.
motherfuckers fall because I don't have the confidence that I can kill them.
I think that's
They're
the
dead.
fire flower right there.
Hey, there is a turtle in this level.
Oh, it is. Grab it.
All right, well,
And there is a
settles that.
turtle. There is a turtle. Alright, you got this.
My God. Run, bitch.
not much of a factor on this map. You can get the flower mushroom, and of course you think it's 100.
That was a weak ass flagpole jump.
Was about as weak as they
Dude,
come, TJ.
That shit is so awkward to play on that keyboard. Whatever.
Let me call it a fucking. We did a speed run on that shit.
If I had a fucking proper controller, I could fucking tear through that shit.
But that does answer the question. You can get the flower and fire ability. So
Yeah.
on that map,
if you've already got the mushroom, it does convert to a fire flower. So there you go.
Dude, that fucking map in itself is just a fucking special victory condition thing by itself.
I think that changes later in the series. Like I think later in the series, the fire flower and mushroom are unique items that you can get no matter what. But in the first one, I definitely remember the fire flower is like your reward for staying big.
Yeah, it was common for games like that. You can basically just upgrade your character a little bit to get basically giving you like an additional hit point or something.
Dude, I saw a movie last night. That was fucking crazy, dude. Have you guys ever seen The 13th Warrior?
Oh my god, dude. Great fucking film.
I
Great
mean,
fucking movie, man.
the fucking
Oops.
I mean
I accidentally pressed the end stream button.
No,